Start well done. Oh, come on then. Yeah!
The golden goal after 7. Come on, Ayatollah! March it now!
Well, the nine, mate, the nine! That's the nine! The nine, three! Go on, Dean! Go on, Dean! Finish! Guys, you don't have to trigger him. Get in. Let's go! Come on, get in! Oh, Dean, just...
Have a look, Jack. Put his head down. Come on. Get round him. Get round him.
Well done! Hey, well done! Go!
Easy, Mark.
Close up! You're not catching this one.
Lovely goal, lads.
Sheep. Pass now, Dean. Release. Oi! Are we 10 guys in the box, man? Come on! Hit it, Wood!
Squeeze!
Well done, Macca, son. Keep it going, come on. Right in, lad.
he?
Got it, Lee. Get John. Keep that way. Line. Jordan coming out. Jordan, yeah. Yes,
Tight box, stick, deep.
Come on! Ah, Shildon! Come on! Ah, Shildon!
Come on!
Where are we going, Ben?
Listen, down man.
That's a goal, Crushes! Give it! Kelly! Keep them going, come on!
It's gonna be better, boy.
Hey, come on!
Come on! Yeah.
Be careful.
Go on then, son, bit of pressure. In. Good job.
Let's step it. Come on! Hey! Something fucking stronger in there, man! Come on!
Hey, Jack!
Come here! Ben, Harvey!
Pass in the lane, man!
Excellent.
The pot was in.
Andy, for the neutral, that was an exciting game. Shields scored 5 times, but we let 3 in.
Well, yeah, for the neutral, maybe not for us ex-defenders stand on the line, that's for sure. But yeah, all round, fully well-deserved victory, I think. Obviously 3-0 up at half-time, and probably let them back in it for 10 minutes in the second half at the beginning. Just stood off people really, whether that's the thought that maybe they'd won the job or not, you know. But did well to come back after that though.
And we've been struggling in front of goal, so to get 5 goals against third top in the league, that's something to be pleased with.
Yeah, I mean, some of our attacking play tonight was absolutely brilliant, you know, like 1-touch stuff, 2-touch stuff, you know, and getting it across the box and finishes as well. So yeah, great, really good. Following on from last Saturday probably.
And 2 goals from Ben Harmison. He really settled in well to the club.
Yeah, he's a handful. He's done really well since he's come in. You know, I think that's something like 5 or 6 in a couple of games, isn't it? So yeah, he's done really well. Did well again tonight. Just didn't get his trick.
Brilliant. Thanks for talking to us, Andy. Ben, cracking performance tonight for yourself. 2 goals, 5 for Shields, and we beat the third top team 5-3.
Yeah, good response. Brad before the game was looking for a response from the last sort of month we've had. We haven't really been at our best, and it just shows you the difference in work rate that we're putting in. I mean, that first half, such a shift in on a heavy pitch, and I think it showed a little bit for the first 20 minutes of the second half until we switched on again. But nah, good win. It doesn't matter how you play, if you get a win against Shildon, it's a good night.
And Lee Mason created that second goal for you. Lovely run, shot across the keeper, and then you just had to fire it home.
Good. I think some of our attacking play has been excellent. We're going forward with pace, you know, we're passing, linking up well, and you know, we're clinical in front of goal today. Obviously we haven't been in the last few weeks, but you know, we're getting that hunger and motivation back tonight where we'll get a chance to put it away. Obviously Shildon are going to create chances and score, and just we scored more than them tonight, so it's good.
And the management obviously disappointed that we've shipped 3 goals, but it was against your third top in the league, so it's got to be taken into some kind of context.
Aye, we've won, but Brad after the game, you know, he's disappointed that the start of the second half, he said at half time that it wasn't finished. I think a few we just went out obviously thinking 3-0, we'll just get through 20 minutes and then we'll probably score again on the break. And you know, teams like Shildon, they'll hurt you if you don't, you know, put the same work rate that we did in the first half, and it showed. But you know, we got the 4th goal, and then a bit of class at the end by Jack to square it, and we got the 5th and to win it. And I think we definitely deserved the winner. I thought, you know, over 90 minutes we've been excellent.
Brilliant. Thanks for talking to us, Ben. Well done on your goals.
When the red rum goes about